I'm live now, Needles. Don't see my.
We got that corn.
Yeah, see you. Nope. Yeah, you just went live, I think.
Yeah, you just went live.
Okay, all right. Let me.
You live now, bro.
There you go. All right. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming back and rocking out with Xbox Beastfire. We should have again a very entertaining show. We're going to talk about the Red Dead Redemption. Talk about Monster Hunter. We're talking about a new Microsoft is getting not Microsoft. The Xbox is getting another PC game. We're going to talk about that and a few other things. As you guys are coming in, if you'd be so kind, like I said, to hit the like button. Moss, what's going on with you, good brother?
Nothing, man. Chilling.
Everything copacetic?
Everything's copacetic, except I got a complaint to register the first time as a Triple B member.
Oh, man.
We got to do something about this Blue Rendezvous, man. She don't buck wild. She done mutated all over Twitter, man. She's just doing collages of people's faces, man. It's horrible, man.
Hey, yo, right? Y'all did slander my good name, my good Christian name.
Oh, God.
My good Christian name, right?
Heck yeah, man. What is going on, man?
You said I was unfaithful and I have no faith. Damn. Damn. I mean, like, tell me how you really feel about me, man. It's crazy. That's crazy. It's shit lunacy.
Very disrespectful. She called me everything but the child of God.
Anything but a child of God, right? Hey, yeah. One guy was like, yeah, Zai doesn't, he doesn't even believe in Jesus. You know he's going to hell. Jesus. Yeah, I wish the lake fires of hell on me, like just because I like the Xbox. I don't know.
Yeah, man.
They hate me out there sometimes. They love me and they hate me, man.
Yeah.
You know, I think, you know what's crazy though? Like one guy, as you guys from you, I always got a story, so true story, right? I'm not gonna say his name, but he used to make all types of videos about me. And that doesn't bother me, as long as you don't cross the line. Some of my kids, for those of you that know, I have a great sense of, I like the joke, I like the cut up, right? And he was making these videos about me, exposed. So what happened one day, one of his friends invited me to a party. And, you know, I always hop into parties. Like I did last time, I invited him, I hopped right in there, and he followed me to another party. Make a long story short, hopped in this party, and he was like, oh, my God, I didn't think you'd come. I said, oh, yeah, cool. I don't be with that fake, you know, celebrity rock star shit. That ain't my thing, right? So he was like, yeah, man, I thought you was like an asshole, man. You're really cool. I said, a lot of times you get jokers get caught up. YouTube is entertainment. You get caught up in the character of next gen and over the top my theatrics, you know what I mean? Trolling, having fun. And, you know, it's all like it's entertainment, you know what I mean? I'm not really walking, but I am really walking around messing with people's grandmas. That's a true story. But other than that, you know what I mean? It's just for fun.
It's so true.
Yeah, it is, you know what I mean?
Facts.
And I don't think I believe in Jesus. Maybe true. Yeah, but anyway, so other than that, I'm a cool cat, man. They know me used to love me. I get a shirt off my back, but that shit was crazy, though. My Twitter timeline was blowing up. I think they just love drama. I knew that was going to last, you know what I mean? This, that, I'm like, Jesus Christ. Man.
It's like, damn, we got to call John Walsh out this mug. This mug got a whole people ready to burn up or something.
I hope she didn't. The whole girl said, I hope she didn't give him his address. I'm like, what the I'm a known scammer. Like, what?
Damn, man. They act like you out here like Jim Jones or something, ready to
you got people taking that call.
Yo, Blue was expecting everybody to laugh, but they was on there serious. She like, wait, hold on.
Yeah, somebody went to Blue.
You guys supposed to be laughing like
People don't understand sarcasm.
Oh, man.
Somebody came up to Blue like, this is the most inspirational tweet I've ever seen. I'm like, what?
Hating on Z enlightens people's day. Golly.
Hey. It is what it is, man.
Hey, man, but don't get it twisted. Half of that shit was true.
Just
saying.
See what I'm saying, Z? See what I'm saying? I don't feel safe, Z.
Well, none of it's true.
It's all true, bitch.
Oh, we got a killer on the squad.
I'm so sick of you. Man. You guys know that last night I was streaming and this mofo decides to jump into my party and start talking trash while I'm streaming. You know how rude that is? Yo, listen.
Yo, hey,
I'm done with you.
Unleashed a killer. When we first got up with Blue, man, she was cool, calm, collective. You know what I'm saying?
I was so nice.
She was so now we unleashed the killer.
This is what happens, okay? Blame Z, everyone.
Don't blame me. Let's go. Like I said, I'm gonna get mine back, man. There's no coming for you, Blue. There's no.
All right, I'll see
joke,
you,
man. I know. I'm just saying. Keep that same energy. That's all, man. But hey, Neethus, you there, Neethus?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's going on with you, Neethus? Listen, people, you did a great job Saturday on BGST, man.
Yes.
Honored to be on there.
Yeah,
no doubt.
You held your own.
That's right. Good job. Yeah,
you held your own, man. That was dope stuff, though. What you got going on? I see you've been more active with your channel, unlike Post. You've been dropping those videos, man.
Yeah, I stepped away from Post Playbook for a minute, and yeah, I'm working on a new video. Should be up by tomorrow.
Oh, all right, for sure.
Oh, shit.
All right, well, Blue, what do you have going on? What are you streaming, Blue? What are you playing?
I was playing a little bit of Overwatch today on the stream, which was fun.
Okay.
But I've been playing Dying Light. I've been playing Overwatch. I've been playing Fortnite. I've been playing a lot of games, like just rotation all the time. But other than that, I've been putting out a few videos here and there whenever I get a chance, because y'all need to know I work full time. All right, I hold my own. I pay my rent. I have bills.
Okay.
And a lot of people have been asking, like, when are you gonna put out another video? Look. I'm sorry. I know that there's people out here that can post videos every single day. Look, I have a job.
Oh, so you have a job. So you're in Hooters? We working at Blue? Talk to me.
Yeah, I work at Hooters. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So everyone can know I work at Hooters. You can come visit me.
Out there like that.
No, I don't work at Hooters, stupid.
Oh, you don't? Oh, okay.
No, I don't. If you guys want more information about me, just come to the stream and we can chat.
Ooh, shameless plug. Okay, for sure. Anybody else? Post, what's going on with yourself, good brother?
Yo,
I spoke to you earlier. But
let's talk about it. I'm actually working on a video. Where I'm talking about how it's gonna be about how Microsoft was a signature away from purchasing Square Enix in 1999. Also how Sega came to Microsoft to build a Dreamcast 2, amongst other things. So we're gonna go back and get some little history.
Okay, all right. You take them down memory lane. Like I said, we got to collab with another Cody video. They've been in my inbox about that one. A lot of people having issues with Cody. Hey guys, do me a favor. Hey, what's up, Luca? Even though I don't know if I should be speaking to Luca enough. What's going on, Luca? Y'all kind of slandered my character last night. Had me looking like Uncle Ruckus. Had me looking like Uncle Ruckus. It was wild. It was wild last night, man. They attacked me mentally, socially, economically.
What? We attacked you?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you did.
All right.
My way of life, you know what I mean? Anyway.
Yeah. Your wife attacked you.
Oh, they ain't got
I'm just gonna say that. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, whatever, man. Get it too. Nosy people get it too. Like I said, as you guys are coming in, hit the like button. I'm banned on Facebook again. I don't know what the hell. Like, I don't know. I can only post in my group and another group that I'm an admin, and I think but I don't know why.
Wow.
You might have went after his grandma and he caught you, player.
Yeah, exactly.
Far to the cookie jar.
I don't know, man.
He found her dentures in your duffle bag, man.
Maybe that's what happened. I peeled it. They said something. They reviewed. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Live. So anyway, we got some leaks that came out today about Red Dead Redemption 2. Now I know I did a live stream earlier today, so we talked about a bunch of stuff too. But I haven't spoken to you guys indirectly about it with your thoughts. I know one of you. Did you need those? One of you guys was were harping on the whole battle royale mode coming to other games. But again, like as I'm talking to you now, Neethus, did you read the rumors? You hear about the rumors?
I watched a bit of your video. I saw the battle royale and first person mode and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. So what are your thoughts about it? Talk to me.
As like Post Up was saying, and Matt, like I don't know, maybe they could try a train thing where you like jump off the tracks. Who knows? And it'll be really cool with the maps you guys were saying and like the type of guns you'll be using, because like those guns are actually pretty hard to use. So battle royale is gonna be one hardcore mode in that, I think. Like, I mean, you have to run around with like a Winchester repeater or something. Like, I don't know how that's gonna really work out.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, do you think it's gonna work? What do you think
do
about?
I think it's gonna work? Well, yeah. I mean, let's be real. Rockstar games like Red Dead, GTA, they're big hits. So if they have just a mode in there, you can play it for free. I mean, Blue's the one who actually alluded to this. Like, you're maybe right, Blue. Maybe this could take down PUBG because everybody has Red Dead, and they're probably gonna play that mode.
I mean, we talked about it before, where if every game has a version of that, like, because that's all that game has. That's all PUBG is. It's just that, you know, battle royale. So it's like, if your favorite game is going to add a battle royale mode, why would you even bother getting a game that only has battle royale? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Well, that's why that Bluehole would have to jump ahead of this curve, because once Rockstar implements it, they're gonna have to have a whole bunch of functionalities, maps. You know, they're gonna really have to do some hiring. They can't use that excuse. So there's only 5 of us. They're gonna have to jump on it.
I don't think necessarily detrimental.
Oh, okay, smooth.
Even here with the chicken tenders and the fur coat.
This is his presence.
This man
talking.
drops from podcast to podcast. Like, you don't take a break. Don't you have to take a shit or something in the back? Like, damn, go get a drink of water. Like, I'm just kidding. Hi, T.
I told you she a killer.
Killer Blue, man. Keep your distance.
I'm just kidding.
Stay 30 feet away, man. She's a killer.
He hop in, he just get his neck cut off. He's like, hold on.
You're doing the right podcast. What's going on?
Hi, T.
You know, DJ making G about 1,000 jobs. So damn, like, hey, remember that? Hey, man, from the color, I'm the bus driver, the taxi cab driver. But no. What are your thoughts about it? Though? They talk to me.
Yeah, so I don't think it's going to be detrimental to PUBG, because all these games are different, have different environments, different mechanics, and I think Battle Royale mode's going to be in a lot of games, just like how we have King of the Hill and we have Team Deathmatch. I think Battle Royale mode's going to be in a lot of games, and like PUBG and Red Redemption 2 are 2 completely different experiences, 2 completely different environments. The NPCs are different. Everything is different about the game. So I think it can survive. Definitely. Like imagine playing a battle royale mode in Star Wars with the Starfighters, or playing a battle royale mode, say with Forza Horizon, where you have to go around each lap and person that's last gets cut off. You know.
Yeah. I get that, but the battle royale mode, if that happens, will oversaturate the community, don't you think? And then PUBG, in order for it to keep its attention, because let's be real, the pull to PUBG is the intensity and the sense of urgency in the battle royale mode. If you can get that same feeling everywhere else, then they're gonna start losing some volume. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I do think so, but like I said, this is coming. So by the time that comes, the developers of PUBG would have already made their money. They've already made it, let's be honest.
Yeah.
All right? And they'll come with a new fresh idea, a new environment. And because they're the grandfather of it, they'll have an advantage. When they announce a new game, people will open their eyes for it.
Brand. And it's just going to be a war of who has the best experience. Like, will PUBG remain the best experience for Battle Royale? That's what really matters. Because, I mean, you do have that Fortnite, which is absolutely free, and it's debatable if you prefer which other.
Well, Fortnite was just, for my understanding, if I'm looking at Fortnite was pretty much a test bed for other developers and publishers to see that the Battle Royale genre is something that you will want to do, that you will want to use and implement in your game. It's a successful genre. And Fortnite showed that, because at one point Fortnite was dead. It was pretty much dead on arrival. Wasn't when it came out, wasn't too many people talking about it.
Yeah, someone named all day, I believe.
When they added that Battle Royale mode, it gave the game a new life. And you got to understand, other game developers watch what other game developers are doing. Just like publishers watch what publishers are doing. They track these numbers and sales numbers and things like that. They out there seeing what the gaming public want in all these different surveys and shit like that. When they see what PUBG has did from the time it released up until now, you think they don't take notice? You think they ain't finna hop on that bandwagon? Yeah, okay.
Well, to be fair, the first, I guess, to my knowledge, they started the whole battle royale H1Z1 DayZ. They were like the grandfather to PUBG, and PUBG on Fortnite.
PUBG a mod from one of them? Became a mod from one of them, I think.
I don't know. I don't know.
It is a mod. I don't think it's from. It might be from. I'm not quite sure, but it is a mod.
H1Z1 was the same thing. You parachute in, get the whole.
Yeah, I think it was a mod from H1Z1, because I remember the creator was talking about that and bringing that up. If I'm not mistaken, if I'm wrong, don't shoot me. But
yeah, it's like their King of the Hill mode, basically.
Yeah, like it's the same. Like the same type of mode. survival aspects. You know, running to the house, last one down to the wire.
Yeah, armor mod. I think it was an armor mod. Yeah.
So you know what I mean, but you know, not I see, but if they were to do this right, and I guess if it's done right, and one thing I will say about Rockstar, they're a very talented team, and I don't even work there, but you know what I mean, they usually take their time and very meticulous about what they do, and you know what I mean, and you can more or less bet your bottom dollar that Red Redemption 2 is going to get a remastered for the PS5 and the next Xbox, or whatever, you know what I mean, because what year we're in year just 2018. This generation started in 2013. Even though we did get mid-gen refreshes, I expect to probably see new hardware on the market 2021. You know what I mean? And I can see them, you know,
it could be forward compatible too. Like that's a possibility.
No, I mean they would have doubled it.
Enhanced, it ain't in demand, bro. That's how we working over here. You know what I'm saying? We on that X. You know what I'm saying? Once you go X, you can't go back. You know what I'm saying? That's it. It's over.
Man, I mean, I don't. Well, like I said, as far as they most likely developers are greedy, so they probably will I don't know. Maybe that's the new thing that we in remastered. Now I know last generation and you know this generation, they lost a lot of money, more or less, both Microsoft and Sony. Sony because of the sale, Microsoft because of the Red Ring of Death. And that's why we had that 8 and 9 year console cycle, which was very, very unhealthy for gaming, as far as tech wise and stuff. I mean,
yeah, that billion, they lost a billion.
Yeah, I mean, and
a bit more than a billion.
Yeah, and so, but since I've been gaming, I mean, I normally when a new console comes out, that's it for the previous generation, but they were still supporting both platforms for like years. You know, look, Titanfall. You know, I'll give you an example. Some of Microsoft and Sony exclusives for the time where you can get on the PS3 and the PS4. What's that? Little Big Planet came out on both. Forza Horizon 2 came out on both. Tomb Raider came out on both. You know what I mean? And like I said, I won't be surprised because you know if Rockstar, like I said, you know, remaster or just re-release it for newer hardware. You know.
I pose this question to the panel because we all there's also information coming out about what's that Battlefield, the next Battlefield.
Okay.
Having a battle royale mode as well, and so if that's the case, then if those we can pretty much say we're getting both of those games this year, right?
Yeah, Battlefield's been most confirmed.
Battlefield and Red Dead Redemption. How would that impact? Because I know a lot of people that's in the Battlefield community is eager for that feature to come to that game. So, I mean, I guess it's enough gamers out there to go around. I'm just saying, will one kind of overshadow the other? These are two huge franchises, but I know Red Dead Redemption. People been waiting for. This sequel for many, many of years. So I don't know. That's a good question between Battlefield and Red Dead.
And these are also just modes, though. We have to remember, like Red Dead, people are just going to buy that for many reasons, like just the online in general and that story.
Yeah.
Where Battlefield, people just buy that to play multiplayer. Like Battlefield's multiplayer is fantastic.
So, if I had to choose between Battlefield and Call of Duty. By far, I would take
Battlefield.
But I wish they put it in third person, like Battlefront. I just like third person. You know what I mean? I get a little motion sickness sometimes when I'm playing in first person. So.
Wait, actually, Daniel, that's a good point. Post up next gen. So, do you think the game's gonna be forced first person in Battlefield, or will they allow you to be third person like PUBG?
You get motion sickness when you play first person shooter. What kind of gamer are you?
Hey man, one that likes grannies.
Your ass better take some medicine, and like there are gonna be a lot of first person shooters.
I mean, you know,
now she's stealing my catchphrases. She's really getting out of control now.
No, I don't know, man. You know what? Honestly, I'm gonna tell you what happened with me in first. I'm gonna tell us again. What happened with me in first person shooters? I just OD'd on them shit on the 360 era. That's all that we got, and I got kind of burnt out on them. Like every day, during the 360 there was first person shooter. Bonanza, you know, I was getting them all. It was a whole bunch of dogs. Very shitty ones at the beginning. What's that, Home Front and all them shit. playing them shits. Oh, the Medal, what's it with the Medal of Honor series? That was dog shit. You know, they closed their franchise down. It used to be good, pretty on the PS2 and the original Xbox.
Yep.
But I don't want
and then, you know, actually, the people who make that Medal of Honor, you call it dog shit. They're making Battlefront now. So there you go.
Well, they had something to work with as far as Battlefront. They already had, you know, more or less.
Yeah, they couldn't capture that Call of Duty crowd. They just moved on to COD. So speaking of which, we got J-Wags here. Is his mic working?
Yeah, speaking of dog shit, we got J-Wags playing that Shadow of Colossus.
Hey, take it easy, take it easy. What's going on, guys? What's up?
You talk about
What's
me?
up, Jay? What's up, Wags? What's going on, man?
Yo, J-Wags, can I ask you a question really quickly?
Yep.
When are you gonna put a picture on your Discord account?
I just try to do it, Blue. Like, I cannot figure it out. All right.
Oh my god, we have so many electronic.
I went to settings and everything. I can't see it. I do want to change though because it's a stupid little smiley face. So I want to switch it up.
They bother Blue. Every time if he don't change that motherfucking smile.
You know what bothers me? When Z come through 20 minutes later talking about, hey, what's up, guys? I'm just saying.
Hey man, I'm busy, man.
Blue's on a rampage, Wags.
Yeah,
I know she has been. Yeah.
Hey, Wags,
like,
I heard
Twitter up.
I heard Moss got some beef with you over this.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure it out, man. I'm trying to figure it out.
Let me break this down for you, man. Now we know Wags. Wags was roasting us in the chat and everything, and how this is dog shit and this is shit dog and all this other stuff. I go on Twitter. I done see this mug talking about, oh man, Shadow Colossus is fire. I haven't seen this. So this mug done went Archie Bunker over everything we like, but he thinks Shadow Colossus is a game that's a PlayStation 2 game that you paid $80 for last gen, now $100 for this gen to play again is fire.
$80 last gen? Nah, I haven't played it yet, man, but I beat the first two Giants, whatever. It's just pretty good, man. $40. Yo. That shit's good, man. That shit's better than CFDs. That shit's better than these. Fuck out of here.
Get him post up. Get him post up.
Go ahead.
I'm tagging you in post up.
Y'all hate it. Look, I didn't say I'm an advocate for this game.
We're going to take this
game. It's a good game,
though. To Wankster, nigga.
Nah, hell no. Y'all over here talking about, y'all gotta play the Division. Hell out of here.
Hold on, this dude on a single player game ain't nothing in the world but big giant ass rocks and shit, right? hey, this dude was shitting on Sea of Thieves. Sea of Piss, everything is boring. Woo up the bam, you just.
Oh man, it's way better than Sea of Thieves.
Bro, ain't
already,
nothing in the world,
already
bro.
In the first 10 minutes.
Ain't nothing in the world, bro.
Sea of Thieves, but water.
Shit tons in the world.
Hey, Jay,
water.
let me ask you a question. Did you play it for the PS2 or no?
No, I never played it before. No,
it was the first time you experienced it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I never played them either.
Either have I.
It's good, man. I mean, I don't know if it's worth $40 or not, but the first giant fight I got in, where you really get a sense of scale fighting the giant, it's pretty basic.
Is he fighting back?
Yeah, he fights back.
What do you do to fight back? Because all I see him is walking. And you climbing up on him and stabbing him.
Walking and groaning and
shit. They try to stop you or throw shit at you. Each boss is different. So each boss has their own, little quirks you got to figure out. But so far, man, I'm about a half hour into it. It's pretty good.
That's trash. That's what?
That's trash.
Really
I'm not saying it's the best game ever, but
did you not shit on Sea of Thieves though?
Thank you, bro.
It is 10 times better than Sea of Thieves already.
How?
Hold on. Already.
How?
Yo. At least in Sea of Thieves, you got 100. You can put 100 players on the server. You can squad up with 4 people.
Mm-hmm.
You can go out pretty much do what you want. You got activities. You got quests.
It's a single player game.
Hold your hand and stuff like that. You could play Sea of Thieves by yourself. I seen people stream Sea of Thieves by themselves and enjoy themselves. This nigga in the world.
This is a single player.
But scenery.
It's a single player game. It has a story, right? I'm going through a story right now. It has a plot. You're not just throwing the goddamn boat and it's wandering aimlessly.
Dialogue?
Yeah, there's dialogue. Yeah, there's a whole story to it. I'm not gonna explain it to you, but yeah, there's all kind of dialogue and cutscenes and everything else.
Oh, he said he ain't gonna explain it to you. They don't
I mean, it's like first 20 minutes.
Every time I've seen a clip,
you're a young boy.
Seen the main character say anything. Every time I've seen a clip,
they talk. It's in another language. It has subtitles, but you're a young boy and you're trying to save your girlfriend. Like your girlfriend died, you brought him to the shrine. And you have to kill all these big giants to bring him back to life. That's all I know.
Oh, that's not accurate.
Bullshit.
Trying to save their girlfririend. Come on.
Bullshit.
That's what it is.
Bullshit. We don't even see a girl. What a
I'm just asking Wags.
Y'all
are trying to roast me. I stick by
what are NPCs? What are NPCs? What are cities? What an interaction!
I will say the world is pretty goddamn empty. Besides,
I know. Bosses. And people say the game, of course, a game will look beautiful.
Yeah, it looks good.
Do a scenery simulation.
It looks good. They called it a scenery simulation.
I don't see it. These, of course, it'll look beautiful. You ain't doing that. Ain't no AI, only but the Giants. Of course, you could cram all type of stuff in there.
Ain't that we doing in a Sea of Thieves? Like you're sailing.
Let me ask you this. So much. I just want you to channel your inner J Wags. Now I'm a big J Wags fan. You be slicing it and breaking it down, man, and be tossing it out the window. Come on, bro. A PlayStation 2 game that they might have made look prettier, but it's $40. And like my man Post Up said, it's a scenery simulator. Come on, man.
What's up with this $40?
You ain't dropping no video on this show.
You got other people releasing games on here that are $60 titles. Yeah, it's $40. It's a 13-year-old title. I'll give you that. It's a remake. It's a complete ground up remake, but it is a remake of a remake. I never played it before. I'm trying it out, and so far I'm enjoying it.
Can you stop and fish?
Hey, yo.
I said, look.
Can you do anything other than hold on? I know why I sell it.
I know exactly why you guys are hating. You guys are hating on this game because it's on PlayStation.
I know why I sell it. It's a little dude.
This shit's on Xbox.
I know why I sell it. It's a little dude riding on the pony. Doing a scenery simulation. That's why I sell it. Look, my pony. That's what
man. Let me ask you a question, Wags. Hey, Wag. I don't know if you heard the news today. I want to get your take on this Red Dead Redemption. Switch the subject. Red Dead Redemption 2 leaks. Have you heard about them?
About the release date? I haven't heard anything else besides that.
Well, the rumor is going to be adding a battle royale mode like PUBG or another game. And also a first-person mode. First-person mode. Like, what are your thoughts about that? What are your thoughts about
that? First-person mode. That's a little. I mean, I guess that's a good option to have. See in a. No, I'm not hating. I'm just saying it's weird to see in a Rockstar title like a GTA or a Red Dead. As far as the battle royale mode goes, I mean, I seen it coming. I mean, they're gonna be the first ones to do it. I guess them and maybe Battlefield, but I think they're gonna put this on almost every game mode now. They're seeing how much money it makes through Fortnite and of course PUBG started, but PUBG made it mainstream. I'm not against it if they want to throw it in there, as long as it's free, as long as it's not like an additional $10-$20 for that mode. I really don't see a problem with it.
No, I don't see them charging.
Normally Rockstar doesn't charge for their multiplayer add-ons. It's probably gonna come out day and date with the game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see a problem with it. I mean, I'm not sure how good it's going to be, but GTA Online is very successful, so who knows? It might be the next big thing. I don't know, but I'd try it out though. I'm a big fan of the battle royale mode. But
you playing Shadow of Colossus?
That shit is good. Listen, we can talk about the whole podcast, man. Sea of Thieves, I'm not getting into.
I'm done. This after all the shit we did on Sea of Thieves.
Bro, you definitely knocked that game.
This nigga say Shadow of Colossus is wrong.
I'll give you guys this.
I ain't gonna cramp your style, but I ain't gonna cramp your style because
I'll give you guys this, right? As much as I talk about Sea of Thieves, I did play by myself, and apparently I was an idiot, and I was trying to get the water on my boat. I didn't know you had to fix goddamn holes and shit. So
how do you not know that?
I didn't know that.
What I'm talking about. Like, you guys don't play the game, and then you're just like, "Oh my god, this game sucks," and then it's like, "Bro, you don't even know what you're doing."
I'm admitting, which is very rare for me. I'm admitting that maybe I went to it.
Thank you for admitting it.
A little short-minded, and I will try it again when it comes to Game Pass or whenever it releases. And hopefully play some people who tell me what I'm doing here, and maybe I'll find more enjoyment out of it.
See, you know what? And shout out to the chat. I want y'all to listen to this. What I'm about. How many gamers who shitted on the game went in and played the game and had the same outcome? They didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I was one of the
King's Blood, same thing.
We have professional journalists who do this. I'm not knocking Waz because we have professional journalists that do the same thing. You have to play games for yourself to get the proper perspective. And King Blood, to his credit, he was shitting on it too. But after he played it a couple times with us, changed his whole tune. Whole tune about it. We was party tripping out.
I always give King shit about it, but like I said, I'll try it again with some people, and maybe it'll be better. You know what the biggest argument for me is? People say, "Oh, well, you play Fortnite." I'm like, "Okay, you got me."
Yo, Fortnite, what do you mean? Fortnite is fun.
No, but everybody cracks on the. I love Fortnite, but everybody cracks on the art style being,
I'm so
similar.
okay.
Man,
so
that
that's the
game is
thing,
trash.
right? Where people oftentimes, like, just because of the graphics, people have like an opinion about it. It's like, you know how dumb that is? That's so dumb.
Yeah, I didn't
Because
play the fun factor. Yeah,
that doesn't make any sense. Like, you need to you play a game before you decide if it's trash. That's all I got to say
hey
about
Needles, hey Needles.
Yeah.
Fortnite works though, bro.
Yeah, Fortnite, you don't fucking end up on another side of the building. Like, what are you talking about?
See, Wags is relentless too. He'll never fall down, man. He just stay up like rockets.
I'm just saying, if we do the PUBG versus Fortnite thing, they have the same.
The difference is to have fun with
same
PUBG.
Same premise, different.
You have fun with PUBG.
Have fun with PUBG. I can't have fun, man. Your boy crap game over there saying he's having fun getting rubber banded and getting kicked out of the game. Oh, it adds to the fun factor.
Hey, yo,
I mean, I have fun playing PUBG when it works.
Oh man. Something else I wanted to ask.
That's some true shit.
I didn't talk to you guys about it. Monster Hunter.
Hyping that bullshit.
Monster Hunter, yeah.
Okay, well, my brother, Moss. Have you played it yet? Your thoughts?
No, man, I'm still waiting for y'all. I mean, it's my fault. I've been hiding out, but I'm still waiting for some people to play with. Because after listening to BGST, y'all said, "Oh man, don't touch that game by yourself because you're just too complicated." So,
I'm so lost.
Yeah, that's another Sea of Thieves game. You gotta
play with
people. Yeah.
Damn.
You said you lost, Neethles?
Bro, you heard me in that live stream last night. I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
Man, I was under the influence last night. I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Bro, oh my god, he was so high.
Off life. But no, I mean, listen. It is a lot. Well, Neethles, I thought you were a Monster Hunter dude.
No, I never played one in my life.
Oh, I thought you was into the whole anime type of stuff.
No.
Oh, okay. But like, I'm gonna say this again. I'll say it here for this show. I was gonna do my first impressions video of it, but it's fun running with people, especially if they already know what they're doing. But for the first, and I'm the type of person that when the directions come, I just hit A, skip past all that. I guess I read all that shit. It's a lot to do. You know what I mean? And I don't know if the bosses are harder because I'm running with people, but I'm only like level 5. And like, god damn, but I will say this, it is nice. Capcom did a great job. I was playing with Saltiest Gaming yesterday and somebody else. I forgot the guy's name. And we were fighting, I forgot whatever kind of monster it was. It was like a bird that had electricity or some shit, right? But then the pirates, the other big dinosaur came out and got to slamming them, doom, 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 doom. And the rocks started falling down. Like, that shit was dope. I got to do it on the live stream. Like, I mean, they did a good job with it. Like I said, but it's not for a newbie that's not into like RPGs, I guess. That makes sense. There's a lot going on. You got to sharpen your weapon, eat. It's like so much. You got this long ass thing across the bot. I wish it was easier to the co-op multiplayer. I wish they would just not like you got to get to a certain cutscene before you can send out an SOS flag and anybody can hop in your game. I wish that you can just be co-op from the start. You know what I mean? You just run through the game with me, but. Like I said, I enjoyed it playing with other people, and I think it actually beat out PUBG for the #1 paid game for the week on Xbox. Which people say don't like Japanese games on Xbox.
Exactly, we hate everything Japanese, yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. But like I said, it's
especially you fraud.
You know what? It was gifted to me. You know what I mean? And I said, I said I wanted to try a Monster Hunter. I heard everybody was talking about it. I wasn't buying a goddamn 3DS, to play it. You know what I mean? Nintendo fans love it, but I get it has a cult following. I mean, it is fun though. Now, will I play it by myself? No, I'm just the guy on the street. I will not play the game by myself. But if I'm really running through with a crew and we having fun, I'm all about it, man. You know what I mean? So did you level up, Moss? No, did you level up or no?
Yeah, I leveled a few times. I don't know. Maybe I'll run again with like Salty. Yeah, Salty's gonna have to like teach me how to play that damn game.
Did he hop in with you? Because they can play that shit.
No, I got off like as soon as you got off because I was tired. But we'll try again soon.
We can do it tonight. We can rock out tonight if you want to.
Yeah.
I mean, but has anybody else in the party tried it? Monster Hunter, interested in it?
Nope.
So I played the beta, and I enjoy what I saw from the beta. But I know I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet, because I know once I start playing it, it's gonna take a lot of my time, and I'm gonna have to learn all the mechanics and everything. So yeah, I'm gonna get eventually here. But I know what you're saying, Ozzy. It's very involved. I played the one for the 3DS years ago, and I remember it took me like days just to get the mechanics down for that. So I know it's a very involved game, but I'm gonna wait till I actually have some time to sit down and mess with it.
All right. Well, also in Xbox news, like Microsoft's got a new exclusive or console exclusive. Meanwhile, I'll send the link in there. What's this? Ancestors of Legacy. Maya, thank you. Not so loud. Appreciate it. Ancestors of Legacy launching May 22nd. Native 4K. Heard about it?
I've heard nothing about that.
I just put the link in our chat. I'll check my screen here.
Ancestors of Legacy.
Yeah. It's like with Relic Entertainment now busy working on Age of Empire. So I guess it's the RTS. So, are you guys into RTSs?
What chat did you put the link in, sir? Because
what chat did you?
Like,
I forgot.
You forgot to press send?
No, I forgot to put it in the other one.
No, I got it here too. Yeah, I'll just put it here.
Yeah, I haven't heard about that at all.
Yeah, it's it looks like here it's RTS native 4K. I'm not into RTSs at all, whether it's Halo Wars or Age of Empire. What you say? What's up, D?
I guess they got to show off that mouse and keyboard support on something.
So the console does have official mouse and keyboard support?
Yeah, it has it.
Oh, wow. And on what? On every game or just some games? Or
I don't know what games it has it on, but it's supported now.
I mean, that's nice though. Native 4K on an RTS on console. That's actually pretty impressive.
I'm not into. I don't know. I'm not into games that I watched. I really want to play.
I don't know. To me, it depends. Like I like Shogun Total War on PC, but you need a mouse and keyboard to play that damn game.
What? I don't want to play with a mouse and keyboard on the console. I'm not.
I don't know if this is going to have wide reach, D. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, it's probably not going to do well.
Hey, listen,
but hey, it's
my
a game.
man Crap said it was a megaton. I'm going about what he's saying. Well,
everything's a megaton.
It's settled. 40 million sold. It's settled then. You know what I mean?
Megaton.
It was a megaton. A blow to Sony. A huge PC title coming over.
The huge news you've been waiting for.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
And then you go over there and see his Daisy. You be like, oh, this nigga.
Come on, don't be lying. Crappy getting us.
Porter Rock was like the panel looking at next gen. Like, what the fuck is you talking about?
I feel like Charlie Brown and that crap is Lucy. And every time I go for that ball, he proves that.
He cold with it too, cause he know when you see that Megaton, Tiatraton, follow the Megaton, Power Rangers, go! You go over and click on it.
Oh man,
hey yo, Crack,
y'all cold blooded tonight, man.
Hey, Crack, give me any time with that shit, man. Bill drops the bomb, drops the hammer on Sony. Like, what are you talking about? What? Oh hell no.
Microsoft has changed the gaming industry forever.
Every goddamn video, man.
They be the Sea of Thieves controller.
Sea of Thieves controllers just dropped, but they just changed the game closer the door. They just changed the
game forever. Hey man, we ain't on topic about nothing tonight, man. Y'all crazy, man.
Hey yo, he said, man, he just changed the game forever. Glows in the dark. I'm done. I'm sleep, man. That joke is cutting up the day, man.
This is the Seinfeld episode of Beastfire.
Yeah, this sounds like some multiplayer shit here, man.
He cold with it though.
Yeah, man. But also, like I said, I haven't talked to you guys about this in a bit. But anyway, PlayStation 5 article came out maybe in 2014, right? Maybe 2015. I did a video about it. I think it was 2014. Maybe long story short, it was 2015. Sorry. So he was being interviewed, I think, by Game Informer at the time. What's the guy's name? Yoshida. Was asking, they said basically the guy said once a new console comes out, I know that Sony all manufacturers starts to work on their next console. What is the PlayStation 5 going to look like? You know what I mean? And he said, what do you mean PlayStation 5? It may not even be a console. Like says some cloud-based type stuff. And then there was another guy from Sony, I forget his name, also did an interview talking about maybe the next consoles may not be physical.
Mm-hmm.
What are you guys' thoughts on this? Because there's more, articles about it coming out now that the next PlayStation 5 may not be a physical console, maybe a cloud-based console. What are your thoughts about that?
I think Sony has already touched on this thing that will be a physical 5, but I do know I was at Ubisoft 3-4 years ago talking to the developers. This was like private event. Was a real developer. Anyways, we were talking about the cloud compute and whatnot, and he was telling me back then. He goes, "Listen, technology is in place. The problem is not everybody has proper internet to work properly. So until high-speed internet is really available to the masses, we're really not going to see this come into play. Like right now, you got AMD, you got NVIDIA having this software you can play on your laptop and use their GPUs in the cloud, like a GTX 1080 in the cloud, and play these games in 4K and whatnot. So it's a little pricey, but they do have this now. And also too, the latency. You're no matter what they say, like they can improve on the latency so it's not as perceivable, but it's always gonna have latency, always, no matter what. So I don't know. I don't know if any of these companies are gonna make this their main focus in the near future.
Yeah, if they do, I think that it would just flop. Like I don't see you going straight to cloud. You have to have a physical console, at least for now. Like we're just not ready for it.
Maybe a console that can offset it, like you have a cloud component to it. Yeah. But all cloud gaming, it's not. If I had to guess, I would say it's a good 8 years.
I would say this. Given where we're at, I would say they're not gonna go full digital yet, but the next consoles will be focused more towards digital than physical. Yeah. You can just look at it not only from a gamer perspective, even from a music. Best Buy is about to stop selling music CDs due to digital music. They just announced that recently. They're going to cut physical music CDs. You're not about to be able to purchase music CDs from Best Buy. We seen that years ago when all the music shops, we used to have music store, Tower CDs, all type of stores that sold CDs, and they went the way of the dinosaur right now. So it's getting to that point. It's gonna get there. But I do agree with D as far as the internet situation. And the bandwidth and the speed and stuff like that is preventing them from really going full speed with it. But I think the next systems will be more so dedicated to digital than physical, even though physical will still be there.
Okay. You got to also think of internationally too. Like in America, our internet speeds aren't the best, but just think of everywhere else.
That's crazy.
Like it's just as bad, if not worse. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, there's some areas that have great internet, like the UK. I think Japan has great internet, but there's other countries that are just dogs.
Yeah. But that's what everywhere. I mean, you have broadband, and some places they still have dial-up. Okay, look, let Dr. Spreadsheets bring you on.
Oh God,
let's crunch these numbers.
We want to thank y'all for tuning in to Xbox.
See you next week. Bye.
Hold on, no, this segment is called Microsoft Excel spreadsheets.
It's called the Office Suite moment.
It's called the Office Suite moment, and I give you Moss. Take it over.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal, y'all. These are Fortune 500 companies. You still have a large saturation of the market where you have money floating into the used gamer market that these gaming community developers and publishers don't see. They want to take advantage of that. I don't care what they tell you at PSX or whatever, that we're not going to do this. They're eyeing that market because that is stymieing our revenue growth. You know what I'm saying? As the developers of Quantum Break told you, really, the number of gamers out there really hasn't gone up significantly. They're just buying more stuff. So to take advantage of that, they're going to look to go digital, games as a service. I'm not saying they're going to do it overnight, but this is something that they're pursuing because they want to recapture that extra financial market that's in the used gaming community and bring that back home. Period.
Yeah,
and you're welcome.
But going.
You said us making music for this shit.
Cloud.
Yeah, come on. And we thank you for tuning into that XL moment brought to you by Moss 2K. Thank you. Back to Xbox Beast Fire.
These are two separate things, though. Of course, they're going to go digital because, of course, the developer, they get all the proceeds, right? And they cut out GameStop and EB Games and all these places. But cloud compute, they're not ready for it. I think the next consoles will have some form of it, but all out cloud compute, it's not.
Well, I mean,
and that doesn't affect their bottom line because they want to go digital. Cloud compute doesn't stop them from going digital.
I mean, here's the thing, right? And I always said that it's not what you say, is how you say it. Now, Microsoft got crucified in the media, always online console, and I would admit that their messaging was all over the world, right? I didn't have a problem with it because I don't even play my Xbox. I'm not hooked to the internet. I just to see my dashboard, my friends, check my messages. Don't even use it, right? And people, you know, and what I found was crazy. The people that were complaining so much about it were complaining about it online, right? They even said that, you know, if you didn't have the internet wherever you were, you can use your cell phone, you know, to ping and check. And that was the check-in, was to make sure that when you put your games in physical, whatever the case, you only put it in the download to the cloud, and you can trade the game and, you know, get rid of the disc. But it was making sure you still had the license for the game. But I didn't really have a problem with it because I like the features that Microsoft showed. The fact that I can pause my game, set up a match in Battlefield, send out invites, and when my squad join Battlefield, I can go from Killer Instinct to Battlefield, no lag, no load time. I thought all that shit was awesome. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean. And again, what I was told, they were counting on having the cloud there, so they can offload, dump some shit from the CPU, and give the Xbox One a little bit more power. Now, it's neither here or there. Forget the power, right? I think now, because we done had several big titles that came out that are always online. I think the first big one may have been Titanfall. You know what I mean? Then you had what's Ubisoft? All their goddamn games is always online. Watch Dogs, and people didn't really have a problem with it. You know what I mean? Going forward, you know, I'm old school. I like going out, get in line, you know, get my console midnight. I don't want that to leave. You know what I mean? Getting a new console, you know, unboxing it. You know what I mean? I don't want that to leave. You know what I mean? You know, maybe I'm just a dinosaur at the gate and I'm about to get phased out. You know what I mean? But
no. I think physical is going to be around for some time.
I think people, when people think digital, they think, oh, we're not going to have consoles. No, the console is still going to be there. It's how we'll be able to access and purchase our games and our content, which is changing. Just think. Years ago, we was going to Blockbusters to rent VHS tapes.
Good times.
That's what I'm saying. I got into a debate with someone on Twitter about this. They were like, oh, I like to have my physical copies because if I don't have internet, then I'll be able to play my music. All these kids today, they want to download their music or stream their music. And I'm like, do you know that you can buy and own your music digitally just like you have a CD? You know, you need a CD player to play that. It's the same idea. I mean, it's not like you can like start playing the music automatically. People don't even understand what they're talking about when they talk about these things. Like, this guy is definitely talking about streaming it, and I'm just like, dude, if you're gonna come at me, know what you're saying. Thanks.
And just to add to what you're saying there, even the streaming services, I don't know, these people need to get their information correct. Even the streaming services, you can download it to your device.
Netflix allows you to
it has a license. It has a license on it, right? So it knows, okay, this person's subscribed for 6 months, so it'll be in your system for 6 months, and that's it. Like, I don't understand that.
We used to go to Blockbusters for VHS. Now that's gone. We have we use laptops used to come with CD-ROM drives on.
Yeah, they don't even come
store. Most laptops don't even have CD-ROM drives on them anymore. You know, it's changing. Movies, you got what, Netflix, you got Vudu, you got so many outlets where you can go and download and purchase and maintain a digital library. Now, I understand why people like the physical, because they don't really have faith in the digital world, and that's understandable because things happen. Fuses get blown, lights go out, hard drives get corrupted. So I definitely understand the appeal of people wanting to take hold of the physical.
Bro, your disc can break. Your CD player can break. you can like get out. Your power can go out. Like, don't talk to me about this bullshit about like, oh, you guys can't trust these things because you know, like, what if this happens, motherfucker? Anything can happen. Like, anything.
It wasn't me, Blue. Blue, it wasn't me. I don't know who done it.
It's just a general statement.
I'm sorry, Blue. I don't know who did it.
On the real for real though, this is why a lot of people that want to hold on to physical stuff do it, because you have a lot of other options price wise. Like honestly, if when you buy a physical copy opposed to a digital copy, you're usually going to get it cheaper in a lot of scenarios. So that's one big thing.
My thing is that I definitely have no, like, I'm not like, oh my God, I need everything digitally. Oh my God, I need everything physically. Like, if it's cheaper physically, you best damn believe I'm getting it physically. Like, it's not that big of a deal, people. The only thing that really pushes me to get games digitally on Xbox is game sharing. That's really what like helps with that situation. Game sharing has saved my wallet.
Yeah, and they're trying a lot of things digitally. You know what I'm saying? Like the sales that are on Microsoft and PlayStation, really. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, the last go around, they was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So they was competing with Steam in a lot of ways. It's just that people don't want to let go because of the price option. And do you hear that argument that even if it's digital, you still have a license to it that their companies could take away in some big conspiracy theory? You know what I'm saying? You hear that a lot too. So I know. I've been hearing that.
And what about if you buy a game physically, that shit breaks, like your little cousin comes over and thinks, oh, you know what, I'm gonna grab this disc and I'm gonna try and put it in the box, and they end up breaking that shit, and then that game is nowhere to be found again. For example, what game do they not sell physically anymore? Or what game do they not sell anymore in stores, right? You think about that for a second and you're just like, oh shit, if I don't keep this game safe, I'm not gonna be able to buy it again. That happens, people. Y'all are some weirdos. I'm just.
Hey, you know what? You know what though? At the end of the day, I think going forward, well, this generation, more and more console gamers are getting used to buying games. I think 1 month digital kind of outdid physical. If I'm not mistaken. If not, I stand corrected. Or used to, like me, I just like the simplicity of me just sitting down and not having to look for this and. Man.
Oh, this motherfucker, I'm lazy. Okay. Z don't want to get up and put that disc in.
No, that's the biggest part.
You heard it here first.
Right, I hate changing disc. I'm getting used to it.
Yeah, I like this.
That is a good feature. It is.
Yeah.
Yo, back in the day, we had no problems with back in the day, we always had somebody sitting real close to the system. Yeah. Hey, yo, pop that. Just toss them the game. Yo, pop this in. Pop that in.
Oh my gosh.
Blow on it first. Blow on it first.
Joke had the asthma tape for the Nintendo cartridges back in the day. Make that shit whistle. So like,
yep, exactly.
You know, that's called old school there. But like I say, more and more gamers, you know what I mean, being that I think Sony started doing it more first during the PS3 era than Microsoft. They were putting retail games with it digitally that you can buy day and date. But like I said, more gamers now are starting to adopt this practice of buying things digitally. I don't expect physical to go anywhere because you're still gonna need the mom and pop or the brick stores to sell your hardware. I mean, someone's asking me, was like, you know, why aren't digital games cheaper than physical games? You know, because you're not getting the package. Because at first, Microsoft and Sony can't really come out there and cut those prices like that because they need the mom and pops, the Walmarts, everybody to sell the software and sell the hardware.
Go away too, though. That's gonna
look at the Game Pass thing.
I think you're gonna see more stores, more even big time retailers, go to online in the Amazon style way. You know what I'm saying? Because even the ones that still have the retails like Target, they're more than likely probably making more money online than they probably is in the retail space.
But you still
as far as people walking in store. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, again, you still
not for long though.
I mean, look, I want my thing right there and then. Like I ain't gonna even lie. Like the other last month, I bought some Izzy's from Amazon. These drinks I drink these with organic sugar in it, right? I bought a couple cases from Amazon. I didn't know Amazon sold groceries.
Sugar.
Yeah, you know, natural sugar. I didn't even know Amazon sold food. Like you can literally
Amazon sell everything.
I didn't know that. You know what I mean? I seen that. I got an email.
You see in Bang Bang, they sell other things too.
Oh man, you bugging with that one. You know what I mean? But yeah, hey, shout out to my man Jabari Clark. Jabari Clark. I think Jabari left Bang Bang because of that one.
You have to be in Bang Bang to understand what I'm doing.
But anyway, I wanted to ask you guys. Maybe we can close with this, and then we'll get you guys' opinion. And I'm promising to have a whole show set up for this tomorrow. Now, yesterday, on BGST, I asked Crap Gamer, what would he rather play?
Oh man,
Mario. let Wags go first. Let Wags go first.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Mario.
I'll let him finish it, man.
Or the next God of War, right? Would you rather play Mario or the next God of War? He said Mario. I said, all right. I said, would you rather play The Last of Us 2 or Mario Kart, right? And of course, he said Mario Kart. I said, well, damn, what the hell? I said, all right. What would you, I said, if I know you're gonna choose the Xbox. You got the big three: Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo, right? And you have to. I know you're gonna choose Xbox. It's your primary console. Fine. If one had to go either Sony or Nintendo, who would you choose? He said Sony's out of here. You know what I mean? I didn't know.
Check those Cito, cuz.
Yeah, I just want to say this. I can. I don't. Wags, what are your thoughts about this?
I mean,
well, first of all, what would you rather play, God of War or Mario? Like,
I'm
Colossus old dead ass.
Yeah, I play God of War and Mario any day, man. Like PS4 and Xbox, those two are direct competitors. Nintendo, yeah, like they're a competitor in the video game space, but I think we can all agree that they're kind of
they do their own thing.
They're in their own space. It's weird how they're in this market, but they're not. You know, you guys know what I mean by that. But if I had to choose Sony or Nintendo, Sony all day. It's not even close. Right. So Nintendo does have some good IPs. I mean, besides Mario, I'm talking about like stuff when I was a kid, like I guess Pokemon and stuff like that. But if it can have a choice, yeah, Sony all day. Nintendo has nothing.
You just have to think about competition.
It's hard. Yeah, competition.
It's Pepsi to Coke. They push each other to better themselves.
Right. Well, it's not even that. I mean, that's a big thing too. So they keep driving each other to do better. But Nintendo just doesn't have anything. There's no. If Nintendo went out of business tomorrow, I wouldn't be upset really, because I'm just not a Nintendo person. But I think Crap saying that. Do you want to see the Crap? He said just to stick Sony, man. There's no way he really feels that way.
All jokes aside, I think he does. I really think Crap prefers Mario over God of War.
Look, I don't know who's worse, Xbox juice or Crap.
No, I heard him. He goes against the grain though. Post. He said, The Last of Us 2 is trash. Now, I'm not saying it's the best game ever made, but that game's not trash. And he said I can't.
He even said it's not trash.
I haven't played Last of Us, so I can't even say whether it's trash or not. And I was tripping
about
they
were off topic a little bit
because I haven't played it, but it do look like No Man's Land. But I can't judge it, because I haven't played it.
Yeah, but he went as far as say like they were talking about football. He said, Tom Brady's not the best quarterback, ever. And it's like, well, it's pretty evident.
Man, we're not gonna get into football here.
I'm just saying, but that's just like he goes against the grain. Though.
It's subjective.
It's not subjective. He's looking at stats.
It is subjective.
And play this. How you say when men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. In this era, stat-wise,
all time stat-wise.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on who you put them up against. Because I know some quarterbacks that went like 4-0 that didn't lose.
Are we really talking about football right now? Are we really talking about football on a gaming podcast?
All I'm saying is Joe Montana, man. That's all I'm saying.
We ain't finna go there, Bradshaw.
Yeah, let's stop bringing it up.
We ain't finna go there though.
We'll do
that.
Blue.
Yo, King B in the chat. King B in the chat says Nintendo isn't even a gaming company no. It's a cardboard company now.
No.
Preach.
Well, hey, Blue. Let me get with your thoughts. I don't know how you feel about Nintendo. I never asked you before, but if you had to choose one to go, maybe if between Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo, who would you choose and why?
If I had to choose one to go, I mean, the thing is that all of these consoles have moments where they're doing well and moments when they're not, right? So if I had to say indefinitely, it would probably be, Nintendo. However, right now, like, I'm gonna get shot for this, but there are games currently, because like we're waiting for them to come out. The games are not out yet, but currently I would rather buy, if I didn't know in the future that the games were coming out, I would probably buy a Switch right now before I buy a PlayStation.
We actually for all them stipulations.
I'm just saying, there's you know,
Blue Spot commercial. I'm taking it back.
Wait, Blue. Again, so you would get.
But Nintendo is like for casuals. Like it's Sony is PlayStation has more hardcore games to play. So like I'm a hardcore gamer. I'm gonna pick, you know, the PlayStation. But we don't know other people.
I'm just saying, I don't know what's coming out.
Not that I'm calling anyone a casual.
Switch. I mean, here's my thing, and the way I feel, and I don't like Nintendo's policies. They're just too strict.
Yeah.
As being a YouTube content creator, you know, I can't show a Mario or whatever. I got to sign a contract with them. Like, it's crazy as hell. They don't want you to live streaming their games. I done bought the game, right? So I can do that. I'm not making a copy of it, but they're so old school. They think by someone looking at someone playing the game that they're actually experiencing it, and they're not going to go out and buy it. I can see someone beat Mike Tyson. I'll give you an example. My cousin, I couldn't beat Mike Tyson and Mike Tyson Punch Out throwback, right? But I will still play because I wanted to experience that for myself. It's not the same thing. It's not like watching a movie. You know what I mean? They just, man, I need a cell phone app to talk online. What are you doing here? I mean, to play online? Like, what? Like, come on.
First of all, hold up. You're not going to sit here and call me dumb. That's number one. I'm going to tell you real quick that I said, and if you were listening, you know, you might want to go and like clean out your ears. Maybe you need to take a shower or something. Maybe something's going on there. But I'm saying that I would pick the base right now on the games that are out because, yes, Zelda is apparently a very good game. I would like to experience a good game. So in the moment, if I didn't know that in the future there were games coming out, yes, I would currently buy a Switch before I got the PlayStation because currently there are no games right now on PlayStation that I'm interested in. That is completely different. So don't call me dumb, boy. You will get stomped on.
Z, I'm gonna get you a passport, bro. We're gonna have to send you to the Netherlands or something, man. Because she's
on my cell phone.
She coming after you, man. I don't know why, man.
Lay down if you need.
Damn, Z done already read off, man.
I scared him. Indefinitely, I would pick the PlayStation because I'm a hardcore gamer. Like, I would play Zelda for fun. I'm not going to be like, yo, I'm a gamer because I play Zelda if that's the only game I play. Do you understand?
We're going to go cop these Switches. We're going to Mario Kart up.
Fuck out of here. I'm not buying that shit. I'm gonna go to my brother's house and play on his Switch and just call it a day.
We're going to be throwing shells and banana clips at people.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, right? And I always get called, man, a Nintendo zealot. I just don't see the appeal in it. I'm not spending $300 to play Zelda.
It's same. That's why I haven't gotten it.
I feel the same way, man. I feel the same way
with the switching shit, man. Just the kiddies like it, but
the only thing it's got going for it is the portability factor. If it didn't have that, it'd be a shit console.
That part is
all the
definitely
Wii U then.
Yeah, it's the only thing that's going for is the portability.
My thing is, I can go from playing the X and playing the Switch.
Like I was saying earlier,
it doesn't look good.
We're in a different age. Like the little shorties I know, like when I was 7 or 8, I was playing Mario. They playing Call of Duty now.
They're playing Minecraft though, man. Sometimes they don't care.
Yeah, they playing Minecraft. They playing Call of Duty. So it's like, I don't know. It's a different age.
I think right now there are more adults buying the Switch children.
I
would agree with that, man. I agree with that, Z.
I have a Switch, man, but it's his collection.
I agree with that.
And J-Wags is proof.
You know what? It might just be me where I'm at, I'm in a city. You know what I'm saying? I don't see no kids with Switches. I don't. My son asked me for one.
It's a nice thing to have, but no one uses it.
Yeah, I don't see no kids with no Switches.
That's the weird thing, Moss. I work downtown, man, and it's been almost a year since the release of Nintendo, and apparently they've sold 15 million consoles. I've never seen one.
Out in a while. We be in the same stores, Wags. We be in the same.
I never see one.
My kids haven't asked me for a Switch. I gave them my Xbox One S with the Kinect camera because my daughter like doing the Kinect dance thing. They be doing that, so they enjoy that. But you know what I'm saying, and be on the Xbox and be wanting to play 2K and stuff like that. Like my daughter, she 8 years old and was like, "Daddy, I'm gonna play 2K." I'm like, "What?"
That's cute.
I want to let me play some Killer Instinct. So I'm like, "Wow."
Oh, that's so cute.
You know,
and I let them play. You know,
a Wags in Moss. I said that in the show. I said I live, West Orange, New Jersey. I got where the kids hang out. They hang out here by the Dunkin' Donuts, and they got the other high school kids that be in the Starbucks down the street. Going in, I've never seen a Switch in a while. I've never seen it. Nope. And people thought I was. I mean, I've seen some iPads, some iPhones, 3DSs.
Yeah, even 3DSs.
Yeah, I've never seen a Switch in a while. You know what I mean? And but I'm just, and again, so you hate. You can't hate on something that you can afford. I'm not jealous or envy of Nintendo. I just don't get it. I mean, maybe it's not for me, which is cool. I'm gonna say this again. I have a statement, that I've grown up with Nintendo, but Nintendo hasn't grown up with me. Now, to be honest with you, they do have a lot of iconic characters. I would like to see them evolve and grow. Like who would want to play a Legend of Zelda game like The Witcher? Like that game, guys over 20 years old, a more mature type of game, and to me, that's what they feel like. I mean, well, next thing you shower, everything gotta be about graphics. But come on, I just that's the reason why I don't like Rare. I don't really care for the art style. I like more mature looking type games. If that makes any sense. And like I said again, they're just so goddamn strict with their policies. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I said,
it's like I said.
Go.
Yeah. It's like I said when y'all was doing the show earlier. When I was hating in the chat, I like Nintendo became the prodigal son after the GameCube. And I'm still waiting for them to come back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the last time they were really competitive. Was the GameCube.
Exactly.
I mean, how many times do we claim about Halo, Gears, but you don't bat eye Mario, Zelda, and Mario Kart?
Oh yeah, they beat the shit out of their franchises. But
definitely.
There's so many negatives with Nintendo, more than positive in my eyes. But I don't know, man.
Did you guys already talk about the Battle Royale bundle?
Oh, for Xbox?
For the S? Yeah, what do you think about that?
I don't know, man.
What happened?
They're releasing a 1 terabyte Xbox One S with Players Unknown Battlegrounds.
I just don't like the fact that they're bundling a preview game with the Xbox, especially.
Hey, bro, everybody's playing it though. The game's fire.
Yeah, but it's not even finished, quotation marks, and it really pissed me off when they bundle with the X, how terrible it runs. Like you're bundling
hey man,
shit,
you can play Mario.
Powerful console. Let me tell you something. That game run way better on the X. Like if you on the
I got the X.
If you on the S,
it runs bad on the X post. It's gonna run horribly.
The problem is the game has a lot of lag. That's the real problem. But the thing is, Z could play Mario, which works fine, but he calls it dog shit. He plays PUBG, it works like shit, but he likes it. Like that's the thing.
I'm not saying there's no fun in the game. I'm just
saying
Fortnite
works. People shitting on that, talking about
exactly.
PUBG's
I can't play Fortnite, man. I was at my friend's house. They only have Fortnite. I bought him Players Unknown Battlegrounds.
Bro,
I literally bought it. I'm like, man, I can't do this.
Why can't you play Fortnite?
It's boring. I don't know.
How is it boring? You do more. You do more.
I don't like that building aspect. I don't think it's as hardcore. It's not
I think it's because you're not good at it.
I mean, all right.
Hey, Neefles, my 11-year-old son agrees with you. I caught him on the phone by y'all because they said like Fortnite better than PUBG, man. He was like, Fortnite ain't nothing but a rip off of PUBG with Minecraft. And this dude just went ham. So he agreed. Even the 11-year-olds know,
I'm
man.
not saying one is better. I'm saying they're different.
Yeah, and I don't like that. I don't like Fortnite's version. It's not for me.
I just think you shouldn't. I mean, they shouldn't bundle. I mean, I know I get it business wise because it's so popular, but it's unfinished game they're releasing for the console, and the ad is a little misleading because they show a physical copy of PUBG, and as we all know, there is no physical copy of PUBG. It's just a downloadable code.
Yeah, but I mean, shit. The Last Guardian was a finished game that still ran like shit.
Hey, D, you still there, D? Is D still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yo, can you imagine if they dropped this bundle during November? They might have won MPD, I think.
Man. Missed opportunities. They're always slow to pull that trigger, man.
What y'all think about that? I think if they'd have did that in November, they'd have won
MPD. They would have won it easily. Easily, they would have won it. And especially bundled with the Xbox One X too. They easily.
At the end of the day, right? with Microsoft. I don't know, like you were saying, they were like a day too late and $1 too short. And they even like I said, when Sony dropped the price of the Slim, and that Monday, they didn't wait till Black Friday, right?
Yeah.
And I think Sony may have did it. Microsoft may have did it Wednesday or Thursday. Like they always on the defense. They don't ever go first with nothing. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say this again. This Microsoft, this regime, I don't think they care about winning. I really don't. Like I don't. It's like in me, like I said, you know, the whole bleed green beating me. I can't want it more for you than you want for yourself, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some of the things they do is just a no brainer. Like I don't understand it. You know what I mean?
There are content second place.
Yeah, you know what I mean. How long? Shit, if the Switch keeps selling like it's selling, they're gonna be in third. You know what I mean? Yep. They're gonna be in third. You know what I mean? Like really, you know. Well, actually, this is not fair because the Switch is a 9th generation console. To be fair, it's Nintendo's. Yeah. It's Nintendo's 9th generation offering. You know what I mean? Even though it's selling during the month, you know, it's still, you know, it's out now. It's I don't know when Nintendo's coming out with something new, but you know, it is their 9th generation offering the console per Nintendo. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. I don't know. People say because they had Phil had a boss. I forgot the guy's name. From Nokia.
Terry Myers.
Yeah, Terry Myers. He was a real stickler. Now Phil has a head at the table. Has more.
Yeah, he cut all the funds. He cut all of the funds.
Yeah, all I'm gonna say is this, and not to be like I'm not gonna get on my Donnie D shit. I'm just saying, under Phil, we lost true Xbox exclusives. We've had horrible fucking marketing.
Terry Myerson, you lost.
I listen.
Because that's who Phil had the answer.
Well, listen.
Come on, we're gonna talk about.
We're gonna talk about it, but I'm just saying. I don't know. That may not have been. It might have been Phil's idea to put Gears of War 4 on PC, Forza Horizon on PC. And I said this then. That's not gonna. You know that we're two different consumers. That didn't help. If anything, that hurt Gears more than helped it. You know what I mean? Because that was a console.
Phil is over gaming at Microsoft, so that includes Windows too. It's not just Xbox. He's over the whole gaming division.
But again, I'm talking about what with that Windows.
Prior to? You was talking about prior to?
Yeah. Now let me tell you some real shit, right? As the thing, let me tell you what I do. This is real shit. Let me say no damage controlling, right? What Microsoft were backing or were footing was saying, you know, Windows 10 play anywhere and all this shit. Your average console gamer, the casual, I don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah.
I've used Xbox Play Anywhere one time. Kill Instant and shit crashed. I don't like gaming on PC. I don't like booting up from the desk. I don't like it. I'm not knocking those that like it. Cool. But they try to hang their hat on that shit there, and they think that it was gonna, you know, sell more software, and it didn't. You know what I mean? That's just the fucking truth. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, when you watch E3, Windows 10, like, your console guys don't give a fuck about that. You got to go back to what made you hot. During the 360 era, when they were fucking, you know, striking while the iron was on, you didn't see anything but Windows Live and all that, even though it was there, because that's not your crowd and not your market.
Yeah.
That's the fucking truth. You know, they got to stop all these grand illusions. Like, no, you have to focus on your core. And Microsoft went away from that. Why? I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't have the answer for that. You know what I mean?
Protus X in the chat says bring Peter Moore back. I wish we could, but dude's in Happy Land. What he's coaching us, owning that soccer team over there, he ain't coming back.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I don't think they probably can afford to pay him the money.
They'd have to hand him literally the moon and shit for him to come back.
I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know, you know, and that's crazy. You know, and I said what I'm saying. I said this back then. Of course, I was everything but a child of God. You know, the average console gamer don't give a fuck about all that Windows 10 stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna say this again. I'm not knocking those that like it, but like real. I mean, D probably used it, but he games a lot on PC. You know what I mean? We're just two different markets. You know what I mean? We are like that old mouse and keyboard for RTS is fine. I don't have an issue with that. But keep all that mouse and keyboard shit over there. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to be put at look when we listen. Give you an example. When we went against the Press Start podcast, all those guys were mouse and keyboard. I mean, it's a little different. You know what I mean? I did it, you know, for the culture, just to have fun. But it is what it is. But I don't mind someone being better than me in the game. I don't have an issue with that. You crack my ass. It is what it is. But come on, you're not going to beat the latency anything from mouse and keyboard. You're not on the controller. You're not point, shoot, click, bang. You're not. You know what I mean? I just don't. I don't know. You know why they're just trying to merge the two worlds. I understand Microsoft is Windows gaming, you know, the OS and all that shit, but console gaming, we're just different. You know, even Shameless Blackley, I said he's the original godfather of the Xbox. He even said that, you know, they had this conversation back when the inception of the original Xbox, and Bill wanted to know how could they get the PC gamers in the living room, and he even said that we're just two different type games. Look at the games that they buy, they take off on PC compared to what we do. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? You know the Dotas and all other shit. You know what I mean? That's what they're into. You know what I mean? What Ubisoft said, you know, they sell like 99.9% of their games is pirated on fucking PC. You know what I mean? We're just two different goddamn consumers. You know? That's just my opinion. You know, maybe I'm just being a little, how you say, a little gray in the beard, a little long in the tooth. I just don't think that really your diehard, well, actually, even some of your core don't care about that stuff, man. You know what I mean? And I will give Sony and Nintendo credit for this. They take care of their fan base. Understand what I'm saying? Of their core, of their what makes you know all those little. But Sony had a great fucking 2017 as far as this games. One for me, the Gravity Rush 2s and all that stuff. I don't like it, but you know they core liked it. You know what I mean? And Nintendo got all that weird kitty shit for their fans. We got fucking Lucky Tales. You know what I mean? Do Tycoon. You know what I mean? But
thieves, yeah.
Y'all did this to me.
Yeah, y'all made me an atheist. You know what I mean? Like, come on, we gotta listen. I'm just saying, we gotta be honest.
What are we doing here?
You gotta be honest, and you got. I know Xbox, the gaming part has a new boss. I don't know what the Shannon needs to get the hell out of here. You know, when she goes out and says that, you know, Lucky Tales or whatever's on the of Gears and Halo, like you bugging, like they have no idea. And to me, like I said, that's what's scary. But you know what I mean? Am I going anywhere? No, sad to say, but all my friends are there. I just prefer the Xbox ecosystem. There's places, you know what I mean? That's just my, you know, can that change in the future? I don't know. I'd rather get achievements than trophies, but that's just me, you know what I mean? But I'm not surprised if they got their teeth kicked in this goddamn, you know what I mean? They just like a baronet wife out that motherfucker, man. That's just, honestly, you know what I mean? He say a former, I'm going to say some shit, I'm going to get the hell, we'll get the close shit with this. I'll give you an example. When Sony got all that heat for, what's that shit, Detroit 2 Human, and, you know what I mean, all the women activists, you know what I mean, was up and that's a domestic abuse simulator and this, that, and the other. And Sony said, this is a game made by adults for adults. Boom. You know what I mean? Microsoft? They'd have been out there with, you know what I mean, with a whole bunch of other shit and cut that pricing from the game. You know what I mean? Like, for real, man. Now, I did hear that behind the scenes that Microsoft has a PR team. You know what I mean? They kind of put the muscle on those guys. But, nah, you got to be the behemoth that you are, man. You know what I mean? You got to go out there motherfucking peacock. You know what I mean? You got Phil them out there. I can't wait to go home and play Zelda. Just like, what? Did you hear any Nintendo exec come on so they can't wait to go and play fucking Lucky Tales? Like, what are we doing here, man? You know what I mean?
But what we got to remember, too, Z, is that Sony has more experience with this, you know, because of the films and stuff like that. They got more experience dealing with controversial things and having their PR work on this. Microsoft is just an assembly belt motherfucker. They just run shit through so they don't know how to handle themselves when it comes to this. You know what I'm saying? So.
But when did we start making this? This is their third generation, not the first.
Yeah.
I'm quite sure. This is I'll give you an example. Right? Well, this is the third generation. I'll be saying too much in here. The third goddamn generation. You know what I mean? We'll be in the fourth here about 2 years from now. Like when you got, they was fine for the 360, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know how the hell do you go away from that what we had last generation to what we have now. You know that I don't understand. You know what I mean?
Definitely the game quality is definitely what they're deciding to go with. Oh yeah, hell yeah. You know, as far as what pulled us in, you know what I'm saying, is trash. I'm just talking about, like, you know, the PR part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Sony's had more experience with that, you know, the controversial stuff and dealing with people riding against them and shit. You know?
You ain't heard nothing else. This is a game for adults, made by adults. Boom!
See, you have a good night.
I love that. I love that statement, man. Because this generation, everyone's so fucking sensitive, man. You know what? You don't like it? Don't buy it. There's a disclaimer on it that's for adults. Don't get it for your kids. End of story.
Like I said, look at the Gamescom. They did a better job at marketing fucking Age of Empire and the GTX 1080. This is true shit here. They did a better job at marketing Age of Empire and the GTX 1080 than they did the Xbox One X. Remember, the hype ain't built up for the X until Digital Foundry did their shit the day after. Like, this is real shit, and that's a problem.
I think it is a problem in a sense, but I think that's being addressed now. The shakeup that they've done there, Phil's no longer doing 2 jobs. He's handed that job over to somebody else, and I think they're going to continue to shake up that department. I know that they have to make changes.
What 2 jobs he had? What was his 2 jobs?
Yeah, he was head of Xbox and head of first party studios.
I thought Shannon Lofton was the head of first party studios.
No. Shannon Lofton also does his second party stuff, like second party using their first party properties.
Nobody knows what Shannon does, including Shannon.
Shannon does this. She controls taking first party IPs and getting third party or second party studios to build those IPs. That's the only thing she does. She doesn't work with she doesn't work with first party IPs in regards of building internal studios. She works with them in regards to getting external studios to come in. So say like Iron Galaxy in Killer Instinct. I will put her at the center of that because that's a studio Microsoft contracted to come in and produce Killer Instinct.
I'm scared to put her in charge of that shit then. Even this shit a buck. And listen, I understand that Microsoft is a diverse company. Shit, look at the head of Microsoft. He's from Dalai Lama land, right? I get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
my hero.
That's Neff's uncle and shit, right? I get it. You know what I mean? I do applaud Microsoft for that, but goddamn, everything is for everybody. You gotta need someone else in there, man. She ain't the answer, Sway. You know what I mean?
Exactly, man.
She ain't the answer. Then she want to fight with old boy. She want to try to fight with Shaggy from IGN on Twitter because he talking about Lucky Tales. I mean, Zoo Tycoon, fucking Lucky Tales. Like, what are we doing here, man?
But I mean, she was only big in even with when it came to what was the other game with the girl. Damn, I can't.
Recore.
Oh, yeah, I said Recore was in the same year. Recore.
And she's only bigging up that content is because that's content that she had her hand in that's their original IP that she have contracted out. So of course she gonna big up titles like that because she had hand in those.
Okay, let me say this.
But she gotta understand the arena that she's in, and even though she on that, like I'm saying, I'm not. She undoubtedly must have some talent. She's been there for a while, but like Z said, that she's not the answer for that Sway. She need to be moved somewhere else. That's all.
I mean, I don't know. Like this. Here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. Recore, and I didn't really care for the game. It's not an Xbox game. I mean, when you think of Xbox, I mean, the real. I'm thinking about the Michael Bay over the top AAA. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? What we got this year? My God. And listen, let me tell you something.
Oh my God!
If it wasn't for the X, that was Microsoft highlight of this fucking year, and I love my X. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I pray to it every night to keep me safe, right? But software wise, god damn. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's sheer lunacy, man. Like that's wow. Like I said, I'm gonna say this again. They did a better job hyping up a PC fucking exclusive than they did their new hardware and their own games, and that is a problem. Now going forward, like I said, I'm hearing great things about Sea of Thieves. I have yet to play it. Cool. I'm looking forward for State of Decay 2. That's something that I really want to play. I'm not really too excited about Crackdown. I didn't really, the other two were okay, but I'm not saying I would rather if I had to choose between Crackdown and State of Decay 2, would be State of Decay 2. I mean, it could be between the amount of maybe like a PUBG, you know what I mean, but maybe handled a little bit. I'm hoping. And what else they got coming out this year? Enforcing Horizon 4. That I know for sure. I don't know. I don't think Ori and the Blind Forest 2 is this year.
Really?
I don't. Maybe I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, either way, like what you just said, I think that's all we're gonna get. I don't expect games just to come out of nowhere. Maybe you'll get it once the price hit. But this E3, I need to see games. That's what Microsoft needs to do. They need to show us what they got coming. What's beyond 2019? What you got in there? Because we don't know anything.
Yep.
And that's what's killing us.
Yep.
All right.
Anyway.
I got one more thing for you, NZ.
What's up?
I'm just gonna ask the panel. You guys have probably heard about this. I was curious about your thoughts. You guys heard that Daisy is coming to Xbox supposedly 2018?
Yeah.
How y'all feel about that?
I generally don't care about the game because it's like and its hype is dead to me. But I do find it interesting that it was like supposed to be a big PlayStation game, but it's probably coming to Xbox. That's what I found.
It said Xbox first
because of the preview program.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like a PUBG type game, H1Z1. Was it zombies or something in it? Zombies, right?
Yeah, but my biggest problem with it is, I'm not really a fan of preview games anyway. I understand the premise behind them. You pay the money and you're actively in the development. You're helping with the development of the game, even though it's not finished yet. You're getting feedback, yada yada. But this game here, I got on PUBG, and I'll give PUBG this. They released in 2017. They finished their PC version. The Xbox version is probably not too far behind. Be finished, but this game here released in 2013. It's been in pre-alpha for 5 years, and now they're gonna release on for $35 probably on the Xbox One.
Nah, big fella. We don't believe that you say, big fella.
Oh no!
See the re-simulator, big fella. Don't none of that, big fella.
That's what I'm saying. That's apples and oranges, man. That's a finished game.
Yeah, I'm about to say the hype's been dead since like 2015. Like it's just.
Yeah, but
let's talk about how they ran off with people money and a whole lot of
stuff. They need to finish their goddamn game first, man, before you're trying to port it to other platforms. 5 years?
Yeah. And that's a good point that you brought up, Wags. I mean, the risk that you take. You hear people crying about the FundMes and stuff like that, but that's the risk that you take with these game, these early access games. And it's good that you bring that up. Understand this thing's been in development since the 80s. You know what I'm saying? So who knows? If you drop $30 on it, it might be another 30 years before it releases.
That shit ain't never getting finished, man. I've never heard of a 5-year game before it preview. It's still in pre-alpha, and apparently it runs horrible. I haven't played it, but
it runs bad. Yeah.
It's apparently it's got awful. I thought my thoughts were PUBG was bad. Apparently this game's almost unplayable.
Look, Wags, it's bad when they take mods of this game and they're complete now.
Yeah, exactly.
I couldn't believe it. I started looking at the game, man. It said 2013.
Fortnite took 5 years too. Fortnite was announced back at around that same time.
Yeah, but it wasn't pre-out. It wasn't.
Yeah, like purchase, they released it when it was done.
I'm just saying though, it took 5 years though.
Yeah, to develop it, but like they didn't have it available for purchase in a preview program.
Yeah, but I do agree with that. How you developing a game for 5 years if they put it in the preview program? It should have been done, big fella.
You have no idea where this thing is at in development. No milestones, nothing. It's just we got this now.
Didn't the main guy leave that damn game? Like even he.
The guy
with the Kickstarter money or something like that.
They said he went and climbed Mount Everest. They said that's
Sorry, suckers, and climbed the mountain.
Yeah, but now he took a trip to the Himalayas.
Oh man, I mean, I know a lot of people weren't that hyped about it. I guess I'm not hearing too much about it, but I mean, even the fact that it's coming on the system is like,
buyers beware.
Yeah, 5 years. Anyway, that's all I want to say.
Well, I mean, I'm not complaining about having more games. I really don't have any expectations for it, to be honest with you. But it may, maybe, I'll be honest with you. I didn't really hear much about Fortnite until they came to the console. I mean,
no, you didn't hear much about it until the Battle Royale mode.
Yeah, well, and then places. So maybe it can find some legs, breathe some new life into it, the franchise. I don't know. Let me ask you a question though. Even like before it's PUBG, once they come out of the preview mode, is it still $30 or
what the hell? Hold up a second. What's the same old primal data, dude? He's getting on me. Fortnite was not in preview, bro. That game released 2017. It might have took 5 years to develop, but it wasn't out for purchase. That's the difference here.
I bought it for $30. It's in the preview program.
What, Fortnite?
Yeah.
No, it's not. No, that's a full release.
Yeah, it's a full release of the original game. They had a $30 version, like a $6 version, and they had 100
program first on the Xbox side of things.
Wait, no, hold on. Next gen's right. Next gen's actually right.
They came out on preview on the Xbox when in 2017.
Yeah, because like a year later, Fortnite was going to just be free anyways.
Okay, well I stand corrected, but it still wasn't. It wasn't available for purchase 5 years ago or even 2 years ago.
Yeah, and they haven't been stealing money from like Patreon supporters and shit.
Right. Yeah, so.
He just hating on you because you like that trash ass Shadow of Colossus. That's all.
Hey, it's pretty good so far. Man.
Yeah, so before Z closed the show,
Yes, sir.
this show has been brought to you by We Do Grannies Too.
Ah.
If you have any
my
grannies
God.
out there,
Listen, I do not condone this message.
oh, hold on. If you have any grannies out there, hit up NextGen720 on Twitter or call 1-888
they know
get
how
her
I'm
done,
They know
and
how
we
I'm
will
rocking.
get her done.
Yeah, they know how I'm rocking.
Pete, because the other two
Listen,
are.
I don't know why I'm in
If
a show
you
with a bunch of weirdos, but
Hey,
look,
Blue,
this
I'm
is
letting you
just
know right now, Blue. I'm on your ass,
unacceptable.
Blue. You gonna get this work, Blue.
Listen,
I ain't gonna forget that shit you pulled last night, Blue. Just know that,
Don't
man.
forget, 1-888 get her done, and we will get her done.
Thank you for rocking out with Xbox Beast Fire. We'll catch you out during the day. Tomorrow, I got some numbers I put together. Also, too, I'd like to give a shout out to this goddamn company that sent me this. Oh my god! Shout out to you, company that sent me this gadgets and stuff.
Oh damn!
oh man,
that's some great sponsorship.
We gonna have to. No, that's fine. We gonna have to work on that. Z.
nobody gonna send you shit.
Maybe we shouldn't have done the grannies.
You gonna have to do better.
Yeah, so look up some reviews. I got some cool headsets and stands and stuff that they sent me to review and unbox. So look out for that. Me and Mass is putting that together. Again, thank you for rocking out with us, and we'll catch you during the week, during the rest of the show. Also, too, check out that broadband bulletin. National did a great job on that bulletin.
Yes.
Support that thing.
Fantastic.
You know what I mean? But like I said, we out here, man. Bacon.